Talk 1470 WWNN Pompano Beach, Boca Raton, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Hi, it's Peter Leonard with the Food for Thought radio show. Food, wine, entertainment, and so much more. Tune in every Thursday evening from 6 to 8 or join us live from Meatball Room in Regency Court in Boca. We'll see you there.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play.
Hello.
Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control of my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
AM 1470 with even more information you can use. Are you suffering with chronic pain? Tune in for No Bones About It with Dr. Alvin Stein. You'll learn non-invasive techniques that can help you get rid of your pain without the use of drugs or surgery. That's No Bones About It with Dr. Alvin Stein. Tuesday mornings at 11, right here on AM 1470 WNN, South Florida's Health and Wealth Network.
Talk health. Talk wealth. Talk politics. Talk 1470 WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Welcome to Boca Soul, featuring Calypso. Brought to you by the Calypso Shah Spiritual Center in Boca Raton. Specializing in past lives readings, astrology, plus energy healing, event planning, and more. Calypso Spiritual Center, where you discover the beauty of your soul. Call 561-808-9180 to make your appointment. And now, here's today's Boca Soul.
Welcome to the Boca Soul Radio Talk Show. We're here at Calypso Shah Spiritual Center. If you're just hearing us on the radio and you want to see us also live, please visit our website, bocasoulcenter.com. Just click on the tab radio and you can see our beautiful space, our beautiful background. And I have here today with me, I have Abby.
Hello.
I have Sandra.
Hello.
I have our very own Calypso Shah.
Hello.
Woo.
So for everybody out there that is hearing us right now, if you want to join our live audience, please give us a call at 561-808-9108 so you can reserve your spot here at our center. We're here at 6885 Southwest 18th Street at the 4 Walk here at Boca Raton. We're in the intersection of Power Line and Southwest 18th Street. So hello everybody, how are you guys feeling today?
Very good.
Doing great.
Excellent. So
we're excited.
I know, we're very excited for the topic today.
Yeah.
So as we told you guys on our last show, today we're going to talk about children's spirituality and reincarnation. We've been talking throughout the week. We have great topics today. We were trying to shrink all this information, bring it the easiest way possible for people to understand all these different aspects that we want to bring.
Right.
So first, we're going to talk, Calypso is going to bring some about past life philosophy and how children relate to them. We're going to have our segment that I love a lot, which is Bible Talk with You with Calypso.
Yeah.
After our break, we're going to have Sandra. She's going to talk about Ayurvedic remedies, crystals, angels, essential oils that we can help us. Also
all the good stuff.
Yeah, all the good metaphysical things.
And we're also, Calypso is going to do 2 readings today throughout our show. So first she's going to do a photographic, a reading from a photograph. So we're very excited about it. And also she's going to have a reading on a special guest that we have today in our show. His name is Nolan.
Yay!
Yay! Which is
Nolan.
Sandra's son. So we're very excited about it too. And we have Abby with his wonderful information. He brings his segment, which is
Plant time with Avi.
Exactly. And if we have time, because we have so many information bringing in, I'll bring a few tips about feng shui. Yes. So great. So let's start because everybody's eager to hear all of our information.
Yes. And
So
we have so much.
exactly, we have so much. So let's go right into the topic today. So we were talking about today. Our topic is children, reincarnation, and how this revolves around the spiritual, like all of our spiritual, entities and around our lives. So our first question for Calypso that I have today,
Yes.
is a very simple question. So why when we're kids we can't remember that we had a past life?
Why we can't remember.
Exactly.
Okay. So when you're born, you have all the memories and all the knowledge about everything. Okay? As you start talking, you usually express it. You say something. So we were talking about, for example, what happens if your son will come and say, Mom, you're not my mom. What are you going to do?
Well, I obviously feel very sad, but I think he might be just playing with me, playing like a game.
Right.
Probably tell him, no, I am your mom.
Yeah, so you
think he went crazy or something.
Yeah, so you will say,
What's wrong
I'm
with
your
you?
mom. What is your problem? I had you in my tummy for 9 months, for God's sake. It hurts.
Exactly. What are you kidding me?
Are you kidding? So, but this is what happened to many kids. They remember more what happened in past lifetime than what happened in this lifetime because we just started. They might say, I'm a firefighter, or I was the president of Hungary, or whatever. Like something weird that you can't even prove. And we will think they're just making it up or, imagination. Okay, so 2 years old have imagination, or 3, but in the same time, what they say is coming from inside. They don't have, if they don't know something, they can't come and say, oh, well, I was living in this place and this neighborhood, blah, 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 my wife was this and that, and it's making up. Yeah, right? So when as a kid, you know everything, and you start talking most of the time in most cultures, especially ours, people say, okay, nice boy, nice imagination, or will say, I'm your mom, or whatever. And then kids learn how not to speak about it anymore. Actually, they start not trusting what they feel and what they think. Because people, when they say this is not true, they're like, this is what I know, so it's not true. They're not being taken seriously. They start questioning if they know anything. And this is the beginning of them or keeping it in mind quietly or forgetting about it.
I think you make a very good point because we kind of like make them doubt about their intuition.
Yeah, self-doubt.
Exactly.
Big problem today.
So this is the very clear answer. They remember, but they will not remember if we will not help them, or they will just keep it as like a story that,
Exactly, and I obviously I remember as being a kid, once your parent tells you something, for you that's the truth. So when you come up with these stories, and then you will think, well, if my dad is not agreeing on it, I should just not talk about it, and it's something that is not real. It's not or it's not right, and I should just not bring it up.
Right. I mean, I remember as a child, I used I was 3 or 4, and I would look in the mirror, and I thought, this is not me. I mean, I was a very cute girl, but I didn't even see the cuteness, I just thought, this is not me. I remember it very strongly.
Sad.
So it happened to many kids, and it's very important to me as educator, as teacher. It's very important to teach people to listen to the kids.
I think it's a very good point. And let's go to our section, Bible Talk.
Yay!
Bible Talk.
I love
Bible Talk.
So I want to start with a question for this segment.
Okay.
Because we're talking about children, and we talk about reincarnation. So from the Bible, what do you think is the first insight about reincarnation?
Okay, I said it in the past, actually, and I told you about that, but I will bring it again because it's connected again to kids. So I said that We had Cain and Abel. Cain killed Abel, right?
Yes, in the Bible.
And then we have like 6 generations where they say, oh, this was born to eat, this was born to this was born to this. And it's not like a normal thing about human, right? Human, you need to have wife, and where the wives are, because there are 2 guys and one is dead. So like,
Yeah, it's just all males.
what's going on there? How they're born from males, and until they get to a point where they tell us that Adam and his wife had another child, and they said that his wife is saying he is instead, God created him instead of Abel that Cain killed.
Right.
So now we see immediately, like think about it. God forbid you lose a child, you don't go to the hospital, say, I want another child instead of this one that I lost.
Mm-hmm.
I lost him in the in the street. I want another instead.
Yeah, that makes
Right?
total sense.
You probably wouldn't get one.
Right. Of course. So so you can't do this. So when you say instead, I understand that the spirit of Abel reincarnated and Seth. So he had a child that his name is Enosh, which means in Hebrew human. So I see human actually, as we know today, started then in this moment. And it started after the first man got reincarnated.
Wow.
So basically, we have now, is the way how we are now, is we are based in reincarnation. It needs to be a reincarnation. The other thing after that, they said now they recognize God, and now they start saying this guy had sons and daughters. Kids. So this begin to say, like, instead of saying, oh yeah, this person, the name of the person, they said sons and daughters.
So it's more related how humanity started, because it makes more sense as acknowledging male and female. It's like everybody's coming from, from a couple, and then we see humanity after.
That's interesting.
I like to, when you say Enoch, the word Enoch mean in Hebrew.
Well, Enoch, this is actually very connected to what we're going to hear from her. That it's a person that existed and then turned to be an angel.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not going to get the story from her.
Yes.
She's going to tell us a story. Yeah. So what I want to say is that the Bible is giving us a lot of information.
Yeah.
If you read between the letters and the words, you get a lot of information that is amazing.
Yeah, it's all in riddles. It's all, it's not just straightforward. We have to pull it out. I love how you do it.
I mean, I do it obviously with my intuition, because I look at it in 1 minute, I know nothing, and the next I know. But if you put attention, if you don't get stuck in the story of the Bible as it is, and you want to open your mind, you will find a lot of interesting things. And I think there are a lot of stories about brother, sister, children.
Yeah.
Sure.
We will bring it now
families.
today because our time is short, but we will bring it in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and we have a lot of information that we can't bring for you today. We're going to have on our website. Like we've been saying, we're finally getting up and running, and it's all going to be on there. So anything you miss or you want to go back or see the text, we're going to put it up for you.
Excellent. I'm glad you brought this in, because I have people call us and say, oh, I heard the show, I heard you about this. And for people that are just hearing us on the radio, I just want to tell them again, we have our website,
BocaSoulCenter.com.
I'm sorry. And on our top radio, you can see us live, and also you can see our back recordings from our shows before. I know we're making an extra information on top of each show. We're going to have just everything that we're collecting to bring on today is going to be there as files, so people can go back. We have a lot of remedies that Sandra brings in, and sometimes it's hard to, if you're hearing us and you're driving, you can just write down all this great information, so you can always go back to our website.
Exactly.
Before we go to our commercials right now, I want to thank Calypso. I think this is great information. I love this from the Bible. You just bring us an uplifted topic. You
Yeah.
know, it's just from a different perspective.
Yeah, and the Enoch story, very quick, it's in the Bible, Genesis 5:24. You can read about Enoch.
Oh, I know.
They have
definitely
actually
like to
two
look
of them.
about it.
Yeah.
When
we're
you will
gonna-
talk, I will bring.
Yes,
I will
speak
tell.
about this.
So thank you so much. And before we go out, I want to tell people we have our promo code going for our next week. So anybody, all of our radio listeners out there, and wants to schedule
Call
an
in.
appointment with Calypso, our promo code is Boca Soul. So you call in, make an appointment for Calypso, say our promo code, and you will get 50% off your service. So we'll be right back here at Boca Soul Radio Show.
At Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, learn how your past lives are affecting your present experience in this planet. Calypso will read your past life's experiences and help you overcome personal issues, grow spiritually, and find inner peace. Call to schedule an appointment at 561-808-9108. Service provided by Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, 561-808-9108. With a nationwide knowledge in the real estate market, Stefan Statlander will give you the best tools available in the market to make that real estate transaction a breeze. Buying, selling, renting, personal or commercial. Stefan is a broker associate and has the experience and reliability you have been looking for. Brokerage with State Land Brown, LLC. Call to set up an appointment at 561-572-1911. Our community is growing every day, and our show streams through iHeartRadio to any place in the world. Don't lose the opportunity to advertise during our show. Call at 561-808-9108.
Just to review.
Welcome back to our live radio show, Boca Soul. We're here at Calypso Shah Spiritual Center. We're located at 6885 Southwest 18th Street here at Boca Raton. We're in the Boardwalk Complex. If here in South Florida, people that they don't know where we are out there, maybe they want to look for us, you can always go to our website, bocasoulcenter.com. You can see us live. All of our radio shows are recorded, so if you want to go back into an archive, you can go to our website. And also, we're telling for all of our new listeners that if you want to see more information, hear more, see more about what we're talking, just go to our website and we can have much more detailed information that we're bringing today, because all of the things that we planned for this show, it's hard to put them in an hour. Right. So we had before Calypso, we have her great segment that we love, that it's Bible Talk with Calypso. She brought us a great story. Now we're coming in. We're also going to have Sandra talking about Ayurvedic medicine, remedies. We're going to talk about angels, crystals, and how all this is related for our topic today, which is children, spirituality, and reincarnation. Yes. So before we go to Sandra, we were talking about kids and children, and I wanted to ask a question to Calypso that we've been discussing throughout this week. Okay. And I think a lot of people that are not familiar with this topic, not too many people believe in reincarnation, but for the ones that are just open up this,
universe.
Exactly, this spiritual universe to them. They probably wonder and think about, okay, if a soul, a person dies, the soul goes up into the spiritual dimension, and how long this process take for the person to reincarnate here back?
How long does it take?
How long? Could be very long, could be very short. So it could be days. Okay. It could be hundreds of years. It depends what this soul needs to do. So the soul might choose to come back 2 weeks after, and many times it's a family thing, like you're going to a family, right? Back into family, somebody get pregnant, and you say, oh, my grandfather just died, 2 weeks ago, and she got pregnant, and it's like 2 weeks or months, after. So it's question is what the spirit needs to do, what the agreement, which group. So that's what I'm saying. It varies. It's change. It's not always the same.
When you talk about an agreement, what exactly do you mean?
Like souls choose, they choose where they're going.
It's like a spiritual pact.
Yes, it's a spiritual, like when you go to the spiritual world, okay, let's say you start from scratch. The spirit is there. Now what? So now there are angels and guides and teachers that will guide the spirit. The spirit can see everything from the beginning to the end, and the spirit will say, wow, you know what, I was really a mean person in this lifetime, and I realized that I was mean in many lifetimes. I would like to work it out. So now what? So now you have to choose the background to fix it. Or the background. First of all, you have to go to a situation where you will have to be mean again.
Wow.
You have to be mean again, so you have this problem, and you have and then
You have to deal with it. You have to learn your lesson.
right, and then you will see, oh my God, I'm so mean. Really, I need to fix it, because if you don't leave it, you don't know that you have it. So first, so now you have to choose the family that will bring you, will help you with
this. Yeah, help you about this situation.
the family, the background, the country, all everything. It's like you are planning everything from from A to Z, and now you go down.
Wow.
Now maybe the situation, and now you have other spirits that say, well, I come with you. I have to work on this. You will help me with this. I'll help you with that.
Right.
So all these agreements are being done
In the spiritual world.
Spiritual world. And
So let's say you were born 20 years before you had your son, but already before that, he was already working with you the agreement to come afterwards.
very interesting.
Right. So,
I want to have just a quick question that probably people are having right now that are hearing us is how come when we come we don't remember about these agreements?
good question. We kind of remember, like I said, many times kids say things and they people don't listen to them. But in a way, you don't want to be too obvious, because you need to work on it like you need to be authentic. If you just pretend, oh, I'm pretending to be angry, but I'm really not angry.
It's not gonna
I pretend to be victim, but you're not feeling like victim. You need to feel it. Like we see it a lot of in movies. The actors, actress, they need to go into the feeling.
Into the role.
The best movies are when they are really into it.
and feeling what they have
Feeling it.
to
Forgot the name of this movie, but it's a movie where they said like the actor, it's a new movie kind of. She cut her hair short. She lost weight. She was starving herself actually before they filmed, like so she can feel this feeling of being hungry and desperate.
Right.
I'm not saying that you have to go, sometimes you don't have to go all the way, but this is what happened. We need to go into the game that we're playing, because we're playing a game, to feel it so that it will be authentic, and then you have to work on the answer. The answers will be too,
very
from your heart.
very interesting. Thank you so much for
Putting
this.
the pieces of the puzzles together.
Yes.
So let's go to our segment right now with Sandra.
Ayurveda.
Ayurveda. I love and all this metaphysical information that Sandra brings every show. I think it's very uplifting and it's very helpful for us in our spiritual process. So, Sandra, what angel do you have for us today with children?
Today we have the angel Metatron, and we choose Metatron because he's a helper with oversensitive children. They are labeled as indigo, rainbow, or crystal children because they have more psychic abilities than the average people.
Oh.
Yeah, so the purple is like the crown chakra. The psychic, it's in the mind.
They're more
Indigo.
intuitive, so they feel more, they have more compassion for humans, and they're more attuned to their divine mission, and that's why they choose to incarnate now. So they have their purpose in mind already. They know what to do.
Wow.
They have this all aligned together. So Metatron, it's not understood by us always because we think like they have some type of ADD because they're very sensitive.
Sure.
So they can act like a strange way sometimes. But yeah, it's all misunderstood. Actually, they're very intelligent. They're more intuitive. And Metatron is a archangel that helps us with his children. So you can call upon Metatron after the prayers at night, right, Nolan? How we do at home. You can, teach your children about the angel is very important.
I think
So
it's a
they know
beautiful
they
way.
can rely
Yes.
on higher beings out there that
Yes.
helps, that are there to help. And
So
that's a gift to the world also.
excellent. I love that. And I'll tell my son about it. I think it's
Yeah,
very powerful.
Yeah, and I wanted to say also, like talking back about Enoch,
Yeah.
that Metatron, he's the only angel that used to be a human, and his name was Enoch.
Mm.
And
Wow.
yes, he's the seventh patriarch after Abraham. So you can check Genesis 5:24, and there's also the book of Enoch.
Well, the other thing, it's interesting, I just thought about it, that is the only angel that was human, but is helping to this human that were actually angels. All these indigo kids are actually angels
Mm.
And
that
this is,
came to
yeah.
the world to help this planet
And
to
this
evolve.
is why, yeah, this is why he chose to help the children, because he experienced the humanity.
Right.
So he knows, yes, he knows how it is. So he has a special affinity for these children.
I think this is a beautiful, way to explain people, and also parents are probably they feel like they don't understand their kids. They don't know why
Exactly.
they're going through this,
Mhm.
and this is, the spiritual answer
Yeah.
for that call. And it's not only the kids and the children learning, but it's also the parents too learning from them and learning
Yeah,
from
to
this
learn.
relationship.
Exactly. And those angels, like Metatron, Archangel Michael, they want us, the message is for us to teach, especially the children, about them. Let's teach us what we know, as much as we know about them, that they're really there. So like this,
Cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Very
following
nice.
we're going to a higher evolution in humanity.
Speaking of purple, isn't our oil today our aromatic flavor lavender?
Yes. Yes. Lavender oil is very good for, I like to put it in the bath for children. It's relaxing and smoothing.
Soothing?
Soothing.
Soothing for
As
the
you
kids?
always, yes.
Soothing
Thank
for
you,
the
Abby. You
children.
always, yes, take me back
He's
home.
the only one that knows English very well, so he's saving us all.
So, yes, at the center, we are distributors of Young Living, and these oils, they're type grade oil. They can be, the therapeutic oils, they can be ingested, taken internally. So you can add, at night, you can make a little herbal infusion with chamomile and add 1 to 3 drops of lavender oil.
It's good for
will
nighttime?
Yes, it will promote sleep.
Wow.
And
Excellent.
relaxation.
I like them to put it in the bathtub
Yeah.
for my son, and I love the smell, and it's very relaxing. And I imagine a lot of people have seen now just on a regular market, they go and there's many lotions and they have lavender, but they
Sure.
probably they don't know all
The benefits.
benefits
Yes.
from them, and that's why we wanted to bring it today on the show, because it's a very powerful essential oil. I guess for people out there that they don't know which essential oil to get, lavender is your first good option.
Yeah.
It works for many different ways.
Yeah, it's also antiseptic, great for insect bites,
Wow.
pimples. One of my
Pimples,
favorite
yay.
remedy with lavender oil is for children who are going to school.
Yeah.
Parents can actually give them lavender to smell, and it prevents lice.
Wow.
Wow,
That is
So,
important.
yeah, if
That is
everybody
very
were doing
important.
that, we'll have less lice in school for sure.
Oh, Sandra, thank you so much for that information. And I know she had much more information from Crystals
Yes,
and
Nolan?
remedies. But we have to go on a break right now. And when we call back, we're going to have Calypso giving a reading on a photograph that we brought today. And I want to remind to all the audience out there who wants to have an appointment with Calypso, we're running a promo code. It's called Boca. So when you call in throughout the next week, make an appointment. You can call at 561-808-9108. And if you cannot remember the number right now, you can just remember our website, which is bocasoulcenter.com. Very easy. You can find all the information over there. Call in, schedule an appointment, say your promo code, and you will get 50% off on your first appointment.
Big money.
Yeah, so when we come back, we're going to have Calypso, we're going to have Abby talking about segment which is plan time, and if I have some time, I will talk about a little bit on Shrek. So we'll be right back here at Boca Soul Radio Show.
At Calypso Shah Spiritual
Talk
Center,
to me for a
learn
second.
how your past lives are affecting your present experience in this planet. Calypso will read your past life's experiences and help you overcome personal issues, grow spiritually, and find inner peace. Call to schedule an appointment at 561-808-9108. Service provided by Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, 561-808-9108. With a nationwide knowledge in the real estate market, Stefan Statlander will give you the best tools available in the market to make that real estate transaction a breeze. Buying, selling, renting, personal or commercial. Stefan is a broker associate and has the experience and reliability you have been looking for. Brokerage with State Land Brown, LLC. Call to set up an appointment at 561-572-1911. Our community is growing every day, and our show streams through iHeartRadio to any place in the world. Don't lose the opportunity to advertise during our show. Call at 561-808-9108.
Welcome back to our live radio talk show, Boca Soul. We're here talking about children, spirituality, and reincarnation. Sandra was giving us a lot of insight on metaphysical topics. We're talking about angels and which angel we should invoke when we're praying so it can help our children in school or, any problem they're going through life. Sandra has here her son Nolan. And he wants to tell us about a crystal that he's holding right now.
This crystal is called an angelite, and it makes you have good dreams and sleep good, and it helps you for the night not to think of bad things and and be happy.
That's important.
I love.
Pretty good stone.
Where do you put it when you go to sleep?
You can put it under your pillow or you can hold it.
That's excellent, and I love your voice. It sounds and I know this is information that a lot of parents want to know because some kids, suffer from nightmares, and they wake up sad. Parents have to wake up in the middle of the night. So this is excellent. Thank you so much, Nolan.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yep.
Speaking of remedies, then you want to give us a wonderful Ayurveda remedy?
Yes, I want to give you a wonderful Ayurvedic remedy, which is a brain tonic and immunity boosting for the kids. It's excellent. Take some cow's milk, organic cow milk, and mix with it 9 grind almonds. So soak them overnight, peel them, and ground them. Add a pinch of saffron and a pot of cardamom.
Wow.
Mix all together and give it warm to the kids.
Sounds easy.
It's easy, it's absolutely delicious, and it makes the kids really intelligent.
Nice. I'm gonna start trying that one. Do you boil the milk or
No, don't bring it to boiling point.
Just warm it.
Yes, and give it warm to the kids.
And you say peel off the almonds.
Correct. Soak the almonds overnight, 9 almonds, peel them, grind them.
Nice.
Excellent.
Almonds are very good also for the chest. They prevent congestion and any...
So a pinch of saffron and a pinch of cardamom.
Cardamom.
Excellent. Anybody that is out there and want to have this recipe but they can't remember the ingredients, please go to our website, bocasoulcenter.com. And you're gonna find actually right now you can stream us live. If you're on a computer, you can see us, but also you can find all this information that we're bringing to you today.
I just want to say something. Is it from a certain age that you can use it, or like in any age, like from baby, you can drink this milk?
Yeah, you can give them after 1 year old.
After 1.
Yeah,
it's good to say.
So it's good from infant.
Yeah, it's especially after 1, especially good for children who goes to school.
Okay.
Keep them more focused.
And it's really a brain tonic. It boosts their intelligence.
Cool.
Which we need.
That's great.
We need to
and
help
it
them.
also gives good complexions. Almonds, they make like more beautiful and glowing skin. Saffron too.
I'm going to start drinking.
Yeah, everyone can drink it.
Me first.
Yeah.
I'm
sure.
older.
Looks like this person in the picture is drinking it.
So we have Calypso here, and she has a photograph of a person I know from our family. We're so excited she's gonna do a reading. This is one of Calypso's abilities. So people want to learn more about Calypso, you can also go into our website. You can see her biography. So Calypso, she has the picture on her hand.
And say his name because it's like more like you will say it well.
Sergio Hernandez.
Sergio Hernandez. I couldn't say it.
You said it perfectly.
Sergio Hernandez. Okay. So, this time, since we had time, I did the reading before, so it will be easier for us. So we're not in the time like so fast, I know things. But anyway. So what I saw about him, I saw him in past lifetime in a country like Vietnam, like this kind of country. As a woman, and what I saw that he was really annoyed by all the rules, by the lack of freedom that women had at this time. And he was really resenting it, and he got in a lot of trouble doing this. And I saw that it was not the first lifetime that he was in a kind of society where he wanted to fight against all this, rules that are free.
Which?
Like whatever, against women and against people.
Sure.
So Marta, what do you think about what I just said?
I think it's very accurate. Actually, he's still like a teenager, but he wants to move out of his house. Create his own rules, seems like. So.
How old is he?
He's 8. He's 18.
18. Yeah. I can tell that he's really, creative and funny and fun and like this kind of free spirit. Is it what you see in him?
Oh yeah, he's very sociable.
Yeah, very sociable.
Wow.
And what I feel that he needs to be in America, and Marta told me is actually planning to do. So it's like I think this is a place where you will find he doesn't have to fight for everything. He can join groups that are doing something for women, freedom, for anything that is need to change the world. So I think this is a very good thing.
He will be very happy when I tell him that we advise him to come to the States because actually he took the decision a couple of months ago. He came here he has come here for many times for vacation, but he realized, okay, I'm 18, this is what I should do, and I think he will be very happy and excited.
Seems now that it's going to speed up this decision. Come right away.
Right.
I think so, yes. So, okay, we have Abby with us today
Hello.
right now. Hello.
Hi.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
So let's start with your segment, Plan Time with Abby. What do you
Plan
have for us
time with
today?
Avi. So for plants and kids, since the topic is kids, I thought it would be really great to talk about gardening and gardening with your children. Creating healthy food for them, organics. One of the things that we find today, either kids don't want to have their vegetables. So often you find kids don't even know, what vegetables are called. They're used to eating out of jars and cans and fast food, and that's just where we are today. So I think it's really important and really great as an activity for kids to go out in the garden, plant, to get in the dirt and the soil. You can do it with your kids as an activity. And on that subject, you can also, of course, give your babies real vegetables as their baby food. You don't necessarily need to buy jars of food. You can just crush them up.
Yeah.
So when you're out with your kids, you're playing with them, you're outside, you plant a garden. You get some seeds. You can have some seeds. I'm going to talk about a few plants that are
which are easy
easier.
For us to do that project.
Yeah, that are easier. And you can also take old bins, like a kiddie pool, or they have like a little play area that they in a sandbox.
Like a sandbox.
You just fill that with soil, fill it with dirt, and plant some seeds in it, and they can grow their own food. Now this will also get them excited about the magic of growing, and they can eat healthy. They're eating from the earth, and on top of all that, if they get wonderful things and they harvest it, they'll want to eat it. They'll appreciate it. It helps them, on a spiritual level, helps them respect the earth, and really, they'll love a sustainable way of living.
Yes, stay connected to the earth.
Stay connected.
Keep them grounded.
Which plants with vegetables do you think is easier to do this project?
So some of the easier ones that are easier to grow and to eat and take care of are like a sunflower. Sunflower's a lot of fun for kids because it grows really fast and tall. So for little kids, it'll just be taller than them, and they'll be like, wow. And you can, you get the edible kinds, and they make seeds. And at the end, you roast them. You can have sunflower seeds. So you're actually creating things, not just planting.
These are so healthy.
Yeah, really healthy too.
Yeah.
For easier things, you have like cherry tomatoes and cucumbers and things that are kind of like viney. They can set up all sorts of stakes and things to grow it on.
What about sage? All kind of.
You can always do like herbs, but sometimes kids are not so into herbs and things. But you can always do them. Like lettuce. Things are easy. They can just pick it, wash it, and eat it.
I just want to add something,
yeah.
Avi.
Yeah.
I just want to say many people live in apartments, so you can do the same thing in a pot. You can create.
Yeah, you can do it by window. You can grow by a window. I mean, there are a lot of kits. If you want to go all the way, you can buy like a hydroponic kit where it's like water. I know a lot of people have like window gardens now in New York and very industrial areas where it's all buildings. What's also really cool is growing things that grow under the ground, like carrots and potatoes and
sweet potatoes.
When you eat these things, it's really grounding for the kids. But it's also cool to show them that sometimes you don't see what's growing. You're eating something that's like in the ground, and that's like I think it's magical.
Roots.
It's really magical. Some tips that are really that could help you out with your kids are, first of all, don't worry about cheating. At night you go out to the garden, fix it up, make it look good for them. Tell them you're proud of them. Obviously, show off their work, tell everyone all the great things they're doing. And on top of that, you should really give them real gardening tools, things that they can use, metal, heavy-duty things. You don't want them breaking plastic and all sorts of things. And really have fun with your kids. That's what it's all about.
I think it's excellent.
Excellent. You're going to be a great dad.
Yes. Great idea. And I like what you say about grounding, because Sandra was telling us before how important it is for kids, because right now with so much technology, so many, telecommunications, networking, all these things.
Yeah.
Sure.
Kids are kind of like too up, they're not seeing how real life is. And just being in touch with the ground,
with nature,
and nature feels them more. They give them that peace that we're kind of like missing now with this type of
because we got so fearful about all the bacteria and all these things. But it is very healthy and hygienic to put your hands in the dirt. Actually, it develops immunity.
Yeah, immunity helps the antibodies.
But we got it all reversed in here for some reason. I don't know why. Now we make like antiseptics for everything, like antibacterial. This actually kills the immunity in children. It's not good.
Yeah. That's true. That's why so many kids have allergies and problems.
Exactly.
It's also great for like patience. They watch it grow. They have to be patient with it. And that's another thing that we have today, is that kids want everything now. I mean, not just kids, adults, the world. They want it now.
Yes.
When we see how long it takes to do things, it helps us appreciate.
Time. I love this. And one of the things I love to do with my son is walking barefooted on the grass.
It's very good. And actually, now Ayurveda, this is one remedy for if you're anemic, you have anemia or a lack of iron. You walk. Yes, one of the remedies is to walk barefoot in the grass, on the green grass.
It like pokes it.
I will start walking in my grass in the middle of the night. Let's see what happened there.
Make sure there is no
because it keeps you grounded. It keeps that connection with the earth again. Very important.
I mean, I grew up in a very agricultural community, so yes.
Thank you, Avi, for that information. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
We're going into a break right now, and for the people that they can see Calypso's biography. She grew up in the kibbutz, so she's very connected to earth.
Yeah.
Right.
All these, like chores you gotta do every day.
Do it yourself.
Familiar to you. Yes. So for the people that are out there want to schedule an appointment with Calypso for next week, we have a promo code going, which is Boca Soul. So call in 561-808-9108. Go to our website, bocasoulcenter.com. And when you call in and make an appointment, just remember your promo code BOCASOUL and you will get 50% off on your first reading.
Wow.
So when we come back, Calypso is going to do a reading on Nolan. We just heard him on the radio before. We're very excited about it. He was very excited.
Yes.
Throughout all this morning.
Since last night even.
Exactly. And if we have time, I will give you a few tips about feng shui. So thank you so much. I'll be right back here at Boca Soul Radio Show.
At Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, learn how your past lives are affecting your present experience in this planet. Calypso will read your past life's experiences and help you overcome personal issues, grow spiritually, and find inner peace. Call to schedule an appointment at 561-808-9108. Service provided by Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, 561-808-9108. With a nationwide knowledge in the real estate market, Stefan Statlander will give you the best tools available in the market to make that real estate transaction a breeze. Buying, selling, renting, personal or commercial. Stefan is a broker associate and has the experience and reliability you have been looking for. Brokerage with Stateland Brown, LLC. Call to set up an appointment at 561-572-1911. Our community is growing every day, and our show streams through iHeartRadio to any place in the world. Don't lose the opportunity to advertise during our show. Call at 561-808-9108.
Welcome back, everybody, to our live radio talk show, Boca Soul. We've been talking today about children, reincarnation, and spirituality. So people out there that want to see us live streaming and see how we look like and our beautiful background, just go into our website, bocasoulcenter.com, and click on the top radio. You can see us streaming live there. Also, you can see our last shows that we have every week.
All our reruns.
All our reruns, and you can have also our information. Our phone number is 561-808-9108. And I also want to remind the audience that if you're hearing us right now and you have more questions about the topic we're talking about right now, just give us a call, give us the question, and Calypso's here. Abby, Martha, or Sandra, we will help you to answer any of your questions. If you want to schedule an appointment with Calypso, so we're running a promo code, which is Boca Soul. So call in next week, make an appointment, and say, hey, I'm one of your listeners from the radio. So my promo code is Boca Soul, and you automatically will get 50% off on your first appointment.
Cool.
So we're very excited. We have here Nolan.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Good. He just was talking about crystals and was very excited, and we were like learning. You have so much to teach us, which is amazing. And Calypso is here, and she will do a reading on Nolan, and so we're just gonna give you a few minutes.
Yes. Okay.
Concentrate.
Yeah. Okay. Before this, I just, like it was channeled today. We usually try to talk about animal that is connected, and I was thinking about the kangaroo and the monkey, that they're actually very good parents. And we can learn so much from them, the way how they deal with the babies.
Oh, I think it's an excellent. I think so too.
So I want to tell you guys that when we did the rehearsal, I was doing the reading already. So you will not think that I did it right now, but it's amazing. And Nolan was so amazed, right? He said, how do you know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just repeat what I said, but then he started asking me so many questions that are amazing. So I will tell you quickly what was the reading. You will tell me what do you think, and then you will ask the question. Okay? All right. So what I saw that you were in past lifetime, and one of them, you were like a Muslim living in the country. You lived, you basically you were in the desert. So you were this scientist that you needed to explore things, but you needed to be alone and not because people judge, they don't understand it. They didn't understand very well what you have in mind. You were so advanced. So basically, you were like doing all these scientist experiments in the middle of the desert. You were very smart, intelligent, Does it sound something that you feel like today you have?
Not too much today.
Yes, but your mom and you told me that you like to do all kind of scientists, like
Yeah.
explore things and
I really like to do experiments with my brother and being creative,
very good.
and making stuff.
So this was what I just said,
Yeah.
So in many lifetimes, you were this kind of person, and what happened that through the history, people were not so open in many ways. Excuse me, they were not open to listen to something new. So in many lifetimes, when you were this kind of guy that explored, people didn't appreciate you, and you had to hide or tell people what you're doing, or actually maybe you got hurt by doing this, right?
Yeah.
But in this lifetime that you can do whatever you want, right? You're in America.
Yeah.
The freedom.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. So you want to ask me a question now? Maybe ask me a few, then let's talk about it later.
Okay. So, why, like, was I a scientist? Like, how, how's it what is, I don't get what's so in me about scientists.
Okay. So your spirit, okay, this is a good question. Very, very good question. Your spirit was created very powerful and unique. Every one of us was created as a spirit, very unique, special, and powerful. But each one of us has his own field, the things that we're doing specifically. You are this kind of person, a spirit that like always to understand more and more. Like you like to understand the planets and the universes, right?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Right. You want to know something that is unknown, and you want to explore. If somebody would say to you, "Oh, this thing worked this way," you want to understand how does it work. Like you asked me now a question, how does it work? You want to understand every split of it, right?
Yeah.
Every little thing about it you want to understand. So your spirit was created that way.
Like when I go to school every day, it's either I have sports or I have Hebrew, and in Hebrew, I know all the days of the week and stuff. I keep on asking my mom, can I move to the higher level? Because
very nice.
It's too low for me, and you have to say the days of the week and stuff all day long, and move higher to learn more stuff.
Exactly. You're this kind of person that always will seek higher and higher. So whenever you understand this, now you want to understand deeper and higher, or whatever it is. You want to understand it. This is how you are. So whenever you are in a place, you want to understand it. And if people won't let you understand, you will not be happy, right?
Yeah.
So I will say, it is what it is. This is it. You will feel like, oh, no, it's not it. You will have to get to the point where you say, now I understand it, and this is it, right?
Yeah.
You have to make your own conclusions.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Makes sense, huh?
Yep.
Yes. So, do you have another question? You represent all the kids in the world right now. So much pressure.
I don't get why people didn't want it to be around me. Is it because they didn't know who I was and what I was doing?
In past lifetime.
Yeah.
It was more you that didn't want to be around people because your need to explore everything and understand was not people couldn't understand it in that time. They didn't want to know. They just want you. They were very simple, so they didn't care why the moon is shining. Full moon is this day and not that day. They wanted, okay, full moon, fine, who cares? But you wanted to understand exactly the mechanism. So after maybe going many years and trying to explain to them, and you saw they don't understand, maybe thought that you're a witch or you're something bad, You say, forget about it. I will go somewhere where nobody cares, and nobody can ask, and I will do my thing because your thing is more important than anything in the world. I'm not saying you have to do it this time because now you are in America. As I said, the country of freedom, and everybody is exploring things.
I
And
really like to be a scientist, actually.
here you are.
When I grow up,
Here you are. You are built to be a scientist, actually.
I always wanted to discover more stuff
Exactly.
in the world that people don't know.
Yeah. There are many things that need to be explored still. So you're just in time, the good time. So you chose a good time to come back, huh?
One day I told my mom, I think when I was in the car on the way to school, I told her when I grow up, I wanted to be like somebody that like is a scientist and like that works like does stuff underwater, figure out new stuff.
Wow, that's a very good idea. That's
Cool.
a very, very good idea.
I love this reading today, and Nolan is so cute.
It's so
And,
amazing.
You know, this when we have children here, they ask their basic questions, you know, and it just brings us to the basic, to the level. And I think it's easier for people on the audience to understand. And you know, it's just so clear what you see from him and where he's coming from.
Right.
And I want to clarify to the audience too that if, you know, they have kids, they're probably running into problems in school or things are going within their family and they can understand where they're coming from, we can see how past life is related. It's so close to the way you're feeling also in this life.
Exactly.
So if you want to schedule an appointment, they can call us at 561-808-9108. And you already seen and heard Calypso doing a reading on Nolan and also she also can do it through a picture too. Obviously the connection with the person, we will say, you know, face to face, it's much more stronger. And for the audience out there, our radio listeners, you get the promo code Boca Soul, and you will get 50% off. And we're only having this for a limited time, which is next week.
Call now.
Call now, exactly. And we have a few minutes that I can bring in a few topics from Feng Shui.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Martha.
Got 1 minute.
Nolan, thank you so much for, you know,
Thank
all your
you.
input. We
Thank you.
love you. I
Thank
think
you
we enjoy
so
you.
much.
So we just only have 1 minute. So I guess I just only gonna say from Feng Shui that kids are a life force. They bring life and energy to any place. So from Feng Shui perspective, just have a nice, easy environment. And as you were talking about with Earth, bring all those Earth elements into their room. We have nice, easy colors, very smooth, a lot of white, a lot of earth colors, just to give them that peace so they can grow. You know, they're like plants growing into your, spiritually, into your space. And I guess we have to go. We have much more information, so you can go into our website, bocasoulcenter.com. We
Check
have
us
all
out.
all of our archives. We had much more information. We couldn't put it into the show, so it's there. You can read it, go through. You can call us 561-808-9108. If you can join our live audience every Friday here at 2 o'clock, you can come to our center, 6885 Southwest 18th Street here at Boca Raton. Thank you so much for listening us. We'd love to have your input. You can also send us an email, and we are here to solve your problems. Thank you so much for listening to Boca Soul Radio Show. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Boca Soul, featuring Calypso. Brought to you by the Calypso Shah Spiritual Center in Boca Raton.